Welcome. I'm Cindy Reagan, Director of Hotel Programs. Thank you for taking your time to learn about the Doyle Collection. And joining us today are two very dear friends, Olivier Roch and Esther Lepole with the Doyle Collection. They're very good friends, and you may have met them in your office. They join us at events, and today they are going to share with you the Doyle Collection. 8 individually styled luxury and urban hotels in London, Dublin, Washington, D.C., Cork, and Bristol. And after our webcast today, be sure to take the 3 easy questions quiz to enter to win a complimentary weekend stay for 2 nights in a luxury studio for 2 people, with inclusive of breakfast at the Kensington in London. So welcome, Esther. Welcome, Olivier. Take it away.
Thank you so much, Cindy. We are truly delighted to present the Doyle Collection today. As you can see, we have 3 London hotels. We have 2 Dublin hotels. We have 1 hotel in Washington, D.C., 1 hotel in Cork, and 1 hotel in Bristol, England. All have their individual style, and I will let my dear colleague Esther Lepole talk first about our London hotels.
Thank you for the wonderful intro, Cindy and Olivier. It's really a pleasure to be able to give you all an update of the latest that we've been going through at the Doyle Collection, and just a quick overview of who we are and what we're offering. As they mentioned, we recently split the company. We've been through a huge brand refresh, and I'm sure a lot of you are already aware of this, but we split the company into 2 different levels, with the luxury collection, the 3 hotels in London, the Westbury in Dublin, and the DuPont Circle, and the 3 urban hotels, which are based in more secondary locations or are aiming to attract a different clientele. We're going to start with just quickly going through our values. As a company, we're a family-owned, it's an Irish family-owned collection of boutique hotels. Our owner, Mrs. Gallagher, is the daughter of the original founder. She's also our chairman, and she's also the interior designer. So we are very lucky in terms of who we work with, and their sense of place and individuality, our warmth is passed through the company. We really focus on the finer details, and as I mentioned, it is something that your clients can see when they come to visit us. I'm going to dive straight into London with the Kensington, which is where I'm based. It's one of the most desirable locations in London. We're very close to the majority of the museums, the Natural History Museum, the Victoria and Albert Museum, of course the Royal Albert Hall, and Hyde Park, as well as a lot of the shopping areas, as you may know, Harrods, Harvey Nichols, and the wonderful area of Kings Road and Fulham that maybe a lot of your clients are not aware of. But fantastic, because it's a very British location. If you look at the facade of the Kensington, it's actually a Victorian building. It used to be 5 different buildings back in the days, and they were joined together many, many years ago, and to be different hotels through the years. In 2009, it was rebranded as the Kensington Hotel, part of the Doyle Collection. And we have been in the last year through an extensive renovation in all our public areas. As you can see, the hotel is looking absolutely wonderful, very elegant, different colors, this being our main public area where your guests can enjoy afternoon tea, breakfast, have a coffee, and sit through the day. From the 150 rooms that we have at the hotel, I think there are not 2 that are exactly the same, which is a lot of fun for our front desk team, but definitely great for us, because we can make sure that your clients have exactly what they need, whether they need a walk-in shower, a bathtub, facing outside, overlooking different areas of the street, or facing inside to be a little bit quieter. We can really cater for everybody. We have as well focused a lot in the last year in having a great offer across the company for families. This is an example of one of our family rooms, which we introduced 2 king-size beds. One of them splits into single beds, so you can sleep 4 people in here very comfortably without the need of having a roll-away bed. As you can see as well on here, we do a lot of little things for kids, from the teddy bears that each of the hotel has to their own turn down with milk and cookies. So definitely a hotel to keep in mind for this type of traveler. We're doing a huge work as well in terms of suites, and we have habilitated the balconies of all of our luxury studio suites. They're all based on the first floor. We have 7 of them, great spaces for someone that wants to have a little bit more of an enhanced experience in London. You can actually step outside into your own balcony, 4-poster beds that are tailor-made for us, and beautiful bathrooms with rolled-up bathtubs. We have the 2 signature suites, the Brompton suite, which is a little bit more classic, and then the beautiful Knightsbridge suite, which is a lot more contemporary with fireplaces. This is our newest suite. The fantastic thing is that the 3 of them interconnect, luxury suite, Brompton suite, and Knightsbridge suite, to become the Kensington suite, and it is the largest townhouse suite in London. So it is a fantastic offer for families, for groups of friends traveling together. We can do the 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, or 3-bedroom. So just keep that in mind. In terms of outlets, we have the wonderful townhouse, as you can see, very informal for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The place evolves throughout the day, and it's a fantastic space as well for afternoon tea and private dining. And then, as a good Irish company, we take our bar very seriously. So we renovated recently as well. K-Bar relaunch has been all over the press. It's been nominated as one of the 50 best bars in London last week at the Standard. So you have to come and visit it and have one of our wonderful cocktails. We're going to move across town and go to Marylebone, and this area is being named the new Mayfair, or the Mary Fair, as they're calling it, the real estate agents here. It's fantastic for shopping. It's very close to Bond Street, Oxford Street, which you have Selfridges, House of Fraser, Debenhams, all the main shopping malls. But at the same time, it is located in an area right behind, so a little bit tucked away from the main street. You won't see the bunch of tourists that go around Oxford Street, and it is a feeling of kind of the West Village. Once you step away from Oxford Street and you become into the Marylebone Village, it is all dotted with small fromageries, little cafes, little restaurants, smaller boutique shops away from the typical big brands. So it's a real London experience as well. It's been designed to bring the area in, as well as all the hotels around the company. So this is a more urban design in a more urban area. It's kind of attracting a younger generation of travelers as well. Fantastic design, beautiful rooms, and a huge focus as well on the suites. Their studio suites are slightly larger. They're about 40 square meters, so it's fantastic for a couple that wants a little bit more space, that are going to be here a few more days. And then we're currently renovating the luxury studio suites as well. But in the meantime, we have 2 wonderful suites that are already finished, the Harley suite and the Wimpole suite. And the design has been completely different from the rest of the hotel as well, a lot more vibrant, very tribal, as you can see in this picture. And the wonderful Marylebone suite, which is their penthouse, located on the 7th floor, as you can see, has this beautiful terrace that overlooks London, what we call the Mary Poppins views, because you can see all the little chimneys. This room as well connects to the other 2 suites, so it becomes a 2-bedroom and a 3-bedroom. And again, fantastic for families, fantastic for a couple celebrating an anniversary, a honeymoon, and obviously a great value now that the pound is so low. So couldn't be better time. They have a few outlets as well for restaurant. This is 108 Brasserie and Bar, which has been recently renovated as well. They have the pantry for breakfast and for afternoon tea as an all-day outlet. And then they have, they're very lucky to have third space in-house. It is a 4-story high gym with about 100 classes a week that your guests can enjoy. So definitely, definitely key after all these cocktails and afternoon teas that you're going to be having here. It has an 18-meter swimming pool which is one of the largest in London as well, in central London. And then the third hotel we have in London is our Bloomsbury Hotel, which is located in the literary area. So a lot of poets that lived in this area. It's walking distance from the British Museum, as you can see, really a 2-minute walk. Walking distance from Covent Garden and from Soho. So again, depending on who the client is, we really can cover the three great locations in the city. This is one of the most historic hotels. It is located in the building that used to be the Young Christian Women Association back in 1930s. So the building was purpose-built to have rooms. That's why they have some of the largest rooms entry-level in London in the company. They also have a few of these family rooms that I was mentioning before. And then a complete different style, even though it's a very, very traditional hotel outside, it is quite modern inside. Look at those splashes of color that our owner is so fan of. She's very brave with these things. Roll-top bathtubs as well in some of the suites. And the latest renovation that they've had, and that I'm very jealous of being at Kensington, is this wonderful Bloomsbury bar that is downstairs. Great for cocktails, pre-theater dinners, just some nibbles. It's actually fantastic for both winter and summer because we have the heaters out. And it's located just underneath the beautiful Dalloway Terrace that opened earlier this year. It's overlooking the back of the Dominion Theatre, which is one of the best theatres here. So you can see a lot of the action of the actors coming in and out. Quite interesting to be located there. Great for cocktails, for brunch, for dinner, even for breakfast. So that is the three options that you have in London. And I'm going to pass it over to Olivier for the Westbury in Dublin.
Thank you, Esther. I'd just like to remind that the Doyle Collection has recently invested over $200 million in renovations, and London has also been, the London Suite have been a feature as amongst the best hotels in London. So the Westbury now, this is our flagship hotel. One location in Dublin, right on Grafton Street, part of leading hotels of the world. And this hotel has about 200 guest rooms, 230 to be exact. This picture is actually showing the gallery, very popular location for tourists and of course for the locals. High tea is a big driver in that place, and as a matter of fact, on a daily basis, you can see quite a few celebrities. In terms of the guest rooms, again, the multi-generational vacationers, travelers are very important to Dublin as well. Here you can see a room with 2 beds. We put emphasis on the king-size beds that can split in 2 and can have 4 people sleeping in the bedroom. And then the style of the hotel, as you can see, varies amongst the guest rooms. This is a studio suite. This is actually one of my favorites. It's one large room, a lot of light, beautiful poster bed. And this is our presidential suite, very popular in Dublin. Obviously, the richest and the famous have stayed there. This actually reflects a different kind of style of guest rooms, and this is the living room area in the presidential suite. Our next hotel will be the, here we have Wild Restaurant. Wild Restaurant was just renovated, and actually it's a beautiful concept. It's an indoor, outdoor space overlooking Grafton Street. And then the second restaurant is Baffled, so it's a brasserie in the style of French and New York decor, indoor-outdoor space as well. Extremely popular amongst the locals. To take it to the next level, this is the Marble Bar. You can see those beautiful orange colors that reflect the Hermès style and those Fabergé inspired lamps. The team goes across the gallery all day with a champagne cart. And our next hotel and sole hotel in the United States will be the DuPont Circle in Washington, D.C. Excellent location as well, next to M and K Street, 5 blocks from the White House and walking distance from Georgetown. So this hotel is probably the largest in the company, 320 rooms. But again, due to our boutique style hotel, they did an excellent job reflecting that, as you can see with the decor. Beautiful guest rooms. Easily I can say that from the entry to the Grand Deluxe rooms, they are amongst the largest in Washington, D.C. And then we are very proud to introduce Level 9. Level 9 is an all-exclusive concierge level with suites only, and the majority of those suites are having actually private balconies. So the suites from one room to the other, again, are not the same. So you can see here 2 samples and great views of Washington, D.C., of course. One of the highlights of the DuPont Circle, beyond its location, the product, is the bar. The bar was voted number 2 among 3,000 bars in Washington, D.C. And this is not new. Actually, the hotel has not renovated the bar, but this is a fantastic recognition. So indoor, outdoor space, heated lamps in the winter, you can really enjoy the bar all day long, all year long. The Rivoli Hotel is a beautiful hotel that we have in Cork Island, sitting right on the river, very modern in style. This hotel is part of the Travel Leaders Worldwide program, and they recently had renovations with a beautiful bar, with a beautiful terrace part. The Bristol Hotel is in Bristol, UK, and again, a beautiful hotel, was recently renovated as well, an excellent location sitting on the river at Bristol. And lastly, the Cork Park Hotel is our second hotel in Dublin, and this hotel is towards the more economical traveler, and it's located right across from the Croke Park Stadium. That hotel does extremely well with all the sports and concert events that are taking place at the stadium, but also great location closer to Dublin Airport. So just as a reminder, I would like to stress that the 3 London hotels, the Westbury in Dublin and the DuPont Circle in Washington, D.C. are part of the Travel Leaders Select program. We offer amazing amenities across the hotels, like the DuPont Circle and the Westbury offer food and beverage credit, upgrades, early and late checkout based upon availability. And all our 8 hotels are part of the Travel Leaders Worldwide program. Indeed, in London, the 3 London hotels are part of Travel Leaders Select. Esther?
So yeah, just to mention quickly, your offers for Travel Leaders Worldwide throughout the summer until the 1st of September are, obviously the rate is a 10% of our best available rate, but we're offering an enhanced commission at 15% for all new reservations for any time in the future during this time. So make sure you take advantage of that. And for Travel Leaders Select, we're offering the same. It's an enhanced commission of 15%, as well as including the same amenities. So the large bottle of Zero sparkling water, fruits and chocolates as a welcome on arrival, drinks on arrival, 1 per person, a bottle of wine, continental breakfast included, and then subject to availability, upgrade, and early check-in and late check-out. So just wanted to take quickly this opportunity to as well mention a couple of additional promotions that we have going on until the end of the year. We're running a 3-for-2 promotion on suites across London, anything from studio suite, luxury studio suite, and any of our signature suites, including the wonderful Marylebone suite, under the 3-for-2. We're offering a 15% commission on that. And then based on the request of families that we have, we're running a family promotion for connecting rooms. The first room being a full rate, the second room being a 50%. So let us know. They both will be available to you at any level for Travel Leaders Select or Worldwide, and we are more than happy to help you with that.
Yeah, just as a last reminder, because the company doesn't nickel and dime, we offer free internet across all the hotels, and the #1 amenity across the hotel industry, which is 2 bottles of water refreshed daily. That leads me to extend my deepest gratitude to all the Travel Leaders team, specifically Cindy, Chris, and Christina. You helped us, for the past 4 years, elevate the Doyle collection brand awareness, and he's been an extremely valued partner. And we'd like to thank also, of course, the travel agent community that has been so supportive to us. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Olivier and Esther. I have to just endorse the Doyle collection because personally I've stayed at the Westbury. I've visited the properties, and particularly the DuPont Circle. The designs, the interior designs are brave, and they are exceptional in terms of their service. The staff is just, anywhere you go at the Doyle collection, you are greeted with such warmth and such generosity. And Olivier and Esther are quite humble and understated in how they review their product. I can only say exceptional things. So I just want to encourage agents to visit their properties, to sell them to the clients with these incredible amenities and features and specials going on through the summer, to take advantage and contact us if you have any questions. And don't forget to take the 3 Easy Questions quiz. If you answer all 3 questions correctly and are one of the first agents to answer, you'll win a 2-night weekend stay with breakfast for 2 at the Kensington, London. So thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.